U.S. President Donald Trump says his plan to end the war in Ukraine has been fine-tuned. Today, he said he's sending envoy Steve Witkoff to meet with the Russian president and Army Secretary Driscoll to meet with Ukrainian officials. Trump suggested he might meet with Russian President Vladimir Putin and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy once negotiations progress. Meanwhile, Russia launched attacks on Kyiv and Ukraine responded with drone strikes on Russia. In a post on Truth Social, U.S. President Donald Trump said his plan to end the war has been fine-tuned, and there are only a few remaining points of disagreement.
25,000 soldiers, Ukraine, Russia. In the last month, 25,000 soldiers have died. So I think we're getting very close to a deal. We'll find out. I thought that one would have been gone quicker. We did 8. I thought that would have been an easier one, but I think we're making progress.
Trump's post comes after U.S. Army Secretary Driscoll held talks late Monday and throughout Tuesday with Russian officials in Abu Dhabi to discuss the emerging proposal. As the talks were taking place, Russia launched a wave of overnight attacks on Ukraine's capital, with at least 7 people killed in strikes that hit city buildings and energy infrastructure. Meantime, a Ukrainian attack on southern Russia killed 3 people and damaged homes, according to authorities. Today, President Volodymyr Zelenskyy said that Ukraine is ready to advance the U.S.-backed framework for ending the war with Russia and discuss disputed points with President Trump in talks he said should include European allies. U.S. and Ukrainian officials have been trying to narrow the gaps between them over Trump's plan to end Europe's deadliest and most devastating conflict since World War II.
That framework is on the table, and we are ready to move forward together with the United States of America, with personal engagement of President Trump, and with Europe, with leaders, and with all partners who have their strengths and capacity to help. And I'm ready to meet with President Trump, and there are sensitive points to discuss. We have them still, and we think that the presence of European leaders could be helpful.
Ukrainians urge Europe to support their country's position in peace talks.
They should support Ukraine in all ways possible, absolutely, and even not to take part in every of some peace agreements between Russia and the United States without Ukraine.
French President Emmanuel Macron said peace efforts are gathering momentum and are clearly at a crucial juncture.
The absolute condition for a good peace is a set of very robust security guarantees and not paper guarantees. Ukraine has had its share of promises that were shattered by successive Russian aggressions, and real, rock-solid guarantees are a necessity.
Ukraine is holding the line fearlessly, and it's the line of their sovereignty and their defense, but it's also our line as well, because this is about European freedom, our values and our security.
But even though some progress has been made, European leaders have cautioned that the road to peace will be long. A former defense secretary says it may still be a tough negotiation to get through.
Ukraine has made clear that they are not simply going to hand territory over to the Russians to reward them for the invasion. So it remains, as far as I can see, an area of dispute because Ukraine, because of its constitution and its requirement that it not give up any territory, makes it difficult for Ukraine to simply hand that territory over to Russia. And that's kind of a bottom line for Russia.
Meantime, Russia's foreign minister said that Moscow is in touch with U.S. officials about peace efforts, but avoided a direct answer to a question about talks in Abu Dhabi.